All right, guys, so working on the E39 today, on the blue E39. Just trying to get the last few things worked out on it here. We got some pulley issues going on. I think we had that sorted out. It kept throwing the belt. Just got to tighten up the lower pulley, put the belt back on. I think it was flipped around backwards. I took it apart. It's been a long time since I had it apart. And my cousin Moniki put it back together, so he didn't know. Flipped it around. I think that's what was throwing the belt, hopefully. If not, we might have to get a new tensioner. 50-50 shot. Everything else is done on this car. We did the DISA, both throttle body boots, upper and lower, mass airflow, power steering tank. I don't think I changed the oil on this thing though. Probably ought to do that. Valve cover gasket, Vano seals. I think it's just leaking because I had the cap off, but it might have a problem with the cap. I'm not sure. We couldn't drive it long enough to tell from the belt coming off and it not charging. Most importantly, what he's working on, or just got done working on right now, is the fuse box in the floor. And you guys remember when I first bought this car, it was all rotted out. I just kind of crimped it back together to temporarily fix it. This is probably why the car wasn't charging. And you want to pull up the, he's got it all retrofitted. So what he has here is, this is actually a trunk fuse box. And it's very, very close. So he retrofitted everything and made it all work. You can see the rust in the floor itself. But a lot of times E39s are just like that. The box for these, the fuse box, got so expensive on eBay, like $200-250 for one of those, because everybody has this problem. So to retrofit the trunk fuse box to it, so close we had to switch a couple of fuses around. He got it all up and going. Hopefully in the next few minutes we could drop the belt on and we can start it up and see if it's charging. Okay, so this all put back together. And we slipped it around. Everything seemed okay. The tensioner, the little damper is a little bit weird, but not too bad. Should be okay. Put all the belts back on. All that's done. Monahiki has this taken care of in here. And so we took, like I said, the fuse box from the trunk of E39, put in here. And the black box he has in here is the main breaker from the E46 parts car. And so everything's all factored. We got a lid there. We're probably going to try to cram that back on there before it's over with, or at least some of it back on there. And other than that, put all the foam back in, tidy it all up. And I think the other thing we have to do here is get the seat over there. We got to fix the seat twist problem on that, put the panel back on it, clean out the passenger side. This thing's getting pretty close to being ready. Fan shroud, we won't put that in until we know everything's good with it, and hopefully that's it. We did drive it the other day, even though it was not charging, but it did make good power. We just went around the block a couple times with it, and it did perform well. The transmission did work. No weird noises. The front end seems all good. So there is that. All right, guys, so it's been like 2 days since I started this video. Actually 3 days. A lot's been going on here, so that's been moving really, really fast. Got some cars fixed and figured out. This thing would not charge after replaced. Look at the state of the work. Look at the state of the workbench in this place. I mean, it's been getting nuts. Replace this. That's how we started the video last time. Everything's great with this. Still would not charge. Checked all the fuses, checked everything. Still would not charge. Narrowed down to the alternator. This is the old alternator. I guess that the fuse box in the floor getting shorted out, blew up the regulator in it. There it is. Had another one here on the parts car. Swapped it out. Everything works great. So that's it for that car. Let's go outside to the 545. Okay. Let me try it on down here. The 545i. We replaced the belt on it, the serpentine belt. While I was replacing the serpentine belt, I noticed that the water pump pulley was like loose, right? Super loose. So it needs a water pump. Whenever we started up yesterday to go test drive it one final time, alternator light's back on. It needs the alternator. It also needs the Valvetronic motors. Just parts alone, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're probably close to $1,000. $800. You're probably gonna need some other lines and stuff need to be done. $1,000. My recommendation on this car was to get rid of it because its heyday's over. It needs a bunch of work. Valve stem seals were shot. You know, N62, that's the N62 life right there. Next up. Yep. It's not done, but it's up. We've got some fascia board to fix up here. I got some more taping to do. We're gonna try to do that this evening if it doesn't start raining, which it probably will. I got everything down the first and second story. Tape in the middle. We got to tape all the eaves. The green board gets taped to the eaves themselves, and we need to put the fascia coverings on. This all gets caulked to the concrete. This is a massive freaking building. Probably looks tiny on camera. And that's it. You can see a couple little gaps of daylight. We have to tape the edge of that board to the eave so no water runs under it. All the fronts all done. Got a 2-foot overhang on the whole entire building. And we got double door. So we'll have a divider here. This will be outside door. This will be an inside door. Very soon. Here's the inside. We have 4 pieces to put in up here to fill that in. Just didn't have time. We have all the collar ties in. We have 2 temporary 2x6s screwed together for support. Probably didn't need it at this point, but we're gonna put I-beams, 2 I-beams above the door, and then all the mezzanine will be right above the windows, and that'll be storage or whatever. You can see some daylight through the cracks that aren't taped. Other than that, we're getting her done. This building is 24 by 48, which don't sound that big, but it is. Next up, if you guys see my other videos, the concrete flash dried. We poured it when it's 95 degrees outside. It flash dried. We have lines in it. It was rough. So we took the hand grinder, ground all the lines out, ground all the roughness out of it. And I'm gonna go ahead and get a floor model grinder. We'll get all this smooth. If we have to fill in anything, we will. I think there's one little dip in it we have to fill, and then we're gonna coat it. We'll epoxy everything and do all that stuff. That's really about it. Very, very, very exhausted. The last 2 days we put all the green board on, minus the roof was the day before. And that's it, I guess. So we'll be back very soon. I think we're gonna be back some flashing videos, some ECU videos, all kinds of stuff. Never know what's gonna happen in this place. That's gonna be it for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day.